What is their connection? Cheryl Wiebert, you came to the big city looking for love, didn't you? What happened to you? How did you end up skinless and dead in a Golden Valley dumpster? I'm gonna catch you, you filth-cocked donkey sack. You may have killed these 7, but all it takes is one slip-up. I don't care if Captain Lanin has me taken off your case officially. Unofficially, I'm still hunting you. What is your connection?
I have seen a number of interviews with this Dawkins and have read a little bit of his other works. I agree that Dawkins is brilliant, but he is also the victim of some pretty muddled thinking. There are very few scientists that would say religion and science are de facto mutually exclusive. The kind of straw man religious fundamentalist Dawkins uses as his model is pretty easy to argue against, but I imagine it accurately characterizes very few religious people.
My dad had a good friend who was a Methodist minister. I used to play with his daughters. He left the church in his 50s and became a janitor.
I guess I don't know that much about the Methodist faith, but the fact is that religious thought is as variegated as there are people.
I can't help but wonder what Wittgenstein would think. I happen to sell a copy of that tract.
I think he would have found this foundation to be unspeakable and for all practical purposes religious. Real religion is not determined by linguistic or conceptual limits, which is what Dawkins really hates.
I haven't read Dawkins, but what you're saying seems to make sense. It reminds me of the Elder Council in the second book of Kron.
I've never been able to get into that sci-fi stuff. It all seems so silly. I guess I'm starting to feel the same way about religion.
Technically, religion is just a set of rules or instructions used to practice faith. The good old Merriam-Webster here says that religion is, number 1, the service and worship of God or the supernatural. Number 2, a personal set of institutionalized systems of religious attitudes. Number 3, archaic, scrupulous conformity. Number 4, a cause, principle, or system of beliefs held to with ardor and faith. To say religion is invalid does not invalidate faith in God.
But faith in God would fit the definition you just gave us, particularly number 4. Therefore, what you just said could be interpreted as, to say religion is invalid does not invalidate religion, which, while true, does not seem to be the point you're trying to make. Dawkins' purpose is to subject God to scientific proof, which, since it can't be done, makes him a devout atheist.
I got the picture that Dawkins was attacking faith in general. He's attacking the idea that believing in anything without a shred of hard evidence is foolish.
It's a tough issue. Hard to look at both sides.
Coming from the sky like a broken plane. Fuck the car wash, is it gonna rain?
How many of you are down there? Is anyone hurt?
It's just us. I think everyone is okay.
What the hell happened?
This atheist over here rammed his car into the store. Says his ears are driving him crazy.
You just get off a flight?
Yeah, it feels like my eardrums are gonna burst.
Do you want some numbing solution? My 4-year-old uses it for her ear infection.
I've already had some. He had some with him.
Good deal. It's gonna take us a little while to clear this rubble and make it safe to pull you guys out. Can we send anything down?
No worries, we've got books and conversation.
And a moral code.
We'll check back in a few minutes. We're going to be removing all this rubble, so watch your heads.
I've been over the facts of this case 100 times. Okay, once more. We found the first body near the Goodbert Library. Yeah, Johnson threw up all over the crime scene. Oh, the examiner had a field day with that. Those chicken dung bug smugglers would print their mother's asshole if they'd sell a paper. What? England does most of the crime report over there. Yeah, Chris England. So we figured this was a one-time thing, you know. Some whack job peels the skin off a lady and dumps her near the library. We've all seen it. Well, a few months later, we come across Jill Butler. She was 36 years old. She was visiting Golden Valley with a couple of her girlfriends.
Thought the money would bring me happiness. I thought the money.
You gave guys are my best friends in the world. I'm so happy you came with me to buy the perfect hat for my blind date with Carlton.
You deserve it, girlfriend. I can't believe Pat shoved that taco in your face.
I still miss him. Here we are at the Roberts department store. They're supposed to have the best hats in the city.
And the best music.
Like a Cashville falling star. My garage, gold-plated three-wheeler. In my wallet, platinum credit cards. I scratched away a brand new life. The ashes of yesterday hung around my thumbnail till I finally bathed, and even then, some bits remain. Thought paradise would be in $1. I imagine life would have no.
They found her carved like a pumpkin in the dumpster of the hat store. 5 more of those, and here we are today. I can't find a single thread to connect these sons of bitches. Yeah, I'm going out to each of their houses today to see if I can dig something up. There has got to be a goddamn connection.
By the way, I'm Brandon Chitwood.
Shannon Roberts, nice to meet you.
I'm glad we have this argument to keep us sane. But Shannon, science explains mechanics, religion explains meaning. I could say right now that thunder means that God is pissed off and there's nothing science could say to prove me wrong. Science tells us how things work. It tells us nothing about what things mean. I have no problem with religion and I have no problem with science. One is concerned with facts and the other is concerned with truth. Fundamentalists on both sides of this debate will conflate the terms and say they're one and the same thing.
The entire Legitis forest was controlled mesmerically by Fesmus Beaverkill. When his Ponce died, he literally closed his mind, and the gates to the forest stiffened by vine and root.
Is this in that Kron book?
Book 3, The Girding of Ponce. Fesmus actually writes a 30-page poem in the tongue of the Grim, detailing some of the battles between Claire and the Absond. It has always seemed like a metaphor for the struggles of science versus religion to me.
Well, when Chitwood here says that science tells us how things work, it tells us nothing about what things mean, he's using circular logic.
What I was
to
trying-
say that everything must mean something is to say that everything is created and for a purpose. If you stand on the axiom that God exists, then you can use logic to prove that God exists. If you take away that axiom, then everything in the universe exists by accident and without a purpose, and therefore doesn't have to mean anything at all.
Okay, grab onto the rope and I'll pull you out.
Good luck, boys. Shannon, I'm sure my insurance company will be contacting you.
Good luck, man. What's going on up there?
Oh, bollock! I think I've broken my legs! Ah! My legs!
Oh my god! That explosion nearly ruptured my eardrum again. The pain!
My legs! Oh, my legs! Can one of you help me?
I can't do it. I'm stuck. What the hell's going on up there?